Up, YouTube and social media family, Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at the Real Big Boss Calvin 83. The Real Big Boss Calvin 83, the same as my YouTube page. So I want to share this, and I decided it's like these stories of women. See, we have a bunch of idiots, a bunch of knuckleheads, and we have a bunch of pro-wax simps, pro-black simps who love to call melanated women queens. All black women are queens, but the minute you talk about some women, some melanated women, some black women who do toxic, bad, toxic feminist behaviors, you're misogynist. You're gay. You want to lay in the cage. You want white women. Some stupid bullshit like that. You're gay. Oh, you need to stop playing the victim. Oh, you need to judge her as an individual. Motherfucker, bitch. Look here, bitch. I did judge her as a fucking individual. But it's so funny when it comes to black men. Y'all don't practice what you preach. Why don't you follow your own fucking advice? I did judge her as an individual, and I judged her as an individual, her as an individual, and guess what? You're the fucking majority. Oh, but if I were to call you black queens, all black women are queens, y'all wouldn't say, oh, don't generalize, not all women are like that. Don't say that about all black women. You know, the funny part is, and I find it interesting, is that when you call out white females who do bad, like make false allegations, false RAPE accusations, false rape accusations, y'all have no problem talking about that. When you have white females who fucking suck their way to the top to get in certain positions and then they want to cry me too, oh, y'all don't have an issue with talking about that. But when we start going in, when men like me, as a red pill black manosphere, I don't fuck with the black manosphere, but if I support the message and what they're trying to do as a solution, oh, y'all will defend the cave, bitch. Like y'all did, look, it's like when y'all had no problem believing these cave hoes who lied on Bill Cosby. And then you attack his wife. I thought y'all were for black female empowerment. Why would you call her pick-me and weak and stupid for staying married when you have a bunch of Caucasian females and other ethnicities of women, other races of women, Asian women who stay with Asian men, who beat the shit out of them, cheat on them, and even abandon even leave her. Now, you don't know why a man left a woman, and I'm pretty sure he tried to take his kids, but you know these women will never let you leave and take your children. No, she's going to keep that children as hostage and as random as a pawn for child support. And then she's going to destroy the family with getting divorced, and she benefits from it because she wouldn't do it if she didn't get it. If you took that divorce, no fault divorce, alimony, child supports, welfare, public assistance away from these heifers, they wouldn't be doing that shit. They'd be more serious. They would actually date with intent, actually get serious and get with the right dude. Get with dudes who they are compatible with, not do all this whole ass hypergamy bullshit. Oh, I'll fuck with Chad. I'll fuck with Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, Chad, Brad, Rico, Jose, Chen. And I would fuck with the thugs, the criminals, the bad boys, the crooked ass rich dudes who fuck people over and abuse their position. They wouldn't be doing that shit. And then they want to cry victim. Then they want to talk about the color purple, the color purple horror stories. Y'all, it's so funny how when I see stories like this, it's like I gotta find it on the internet. Or if a female commits a sex crime against a man, or rapes a man, or assaults a man, or harasses a man, stalks a man, oh, I gotta dig deep. Even when I do a Google, you can do Google search, but you really gotta do extra digging to pull up all these stories, and you're like, God damn. Now I don't want to go on. I don't want to keep ranting or going on a tangent. So let me just play this video. And so are black women still? So all black women are still queens, right? Hey Kwame, yeah, Kwame, with your whole ass bitch ass. You don't want to mess with hood rats. You ain't got no room to talk, and you a bust. You were disappointment. You the worst draft pick of all time in 2003. The worst draft pick. Never won a championship. I don't. You never even got out the first round. Kwame Brown got so much shit to say now, but he didn't say that. A lot of shit when he 20 years later. Now you want to talk to Kwame Brown? No. I see. That's why I can't take these figureheads. These black figureheads. A lot of them are shills. They're plants. They're agents. Yeah, I said it. So all black women are so queens. So let me say this. I have issues with fresh and fit. Who I call stale and unfit. Stale and unfit. I have issues with the bitch ass CEO who calls himself fresh and fit. Walter. Who I think he calls himself fresh, and Myron Gaines is fit, who I will call unfit. But when they say they don't dabble in the brown, this is actually what they're talking about.
Crispy, crunchy.
An arrest tonight in Florida for a deadly shooting on a street in Brooklyn. A surveillance camera captured a woman walking up and shooting the victim in the head in August back in Crown Heights. Officials arrested a 42-year-old woman in Jacksonville. She's waiting to be extradited to New York to face charges for the shooting.
Wow. So are all black women still queens? Okay. Y'all can explain this to me. This is a long article, but the link will be in the description. I'll read some of it. But France and PCG women star is arrested after she paid 2 SIMPS males to attack teammate with an iron bar, leaving her needing stitches so she could take her place in the team. So this black heifer now wanted to attack this female on the right. Now I don't know. She kind of. I don't know if she's mixed or racially ambiguous. So you have some of these dark-skinned heifers who like to cry colorism and cry wolf when they don't get their way. And a lot of times it's like, they will take on something. And I'm not saying colorism don't exist, but when it comes to dating or having an opportunity, they want to use that excuse. But instead of doing the hard work, you have a lot of dark-skinned black men who go through colorism, and a lot of these dark-skinned women don't even want those dark-skinned men talk about, because their self-hating mother, black mother, especially she's brown-skinned, dark-skinned, had told her, and I understand, you could talk about, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole about, slavery, Jim Crow, and modern Jim Crow, and modern segregation. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, and the colonization that continues. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But what I will say, because I already know that exists, still exists, and the colorism. But, however, that's due to coloring, because a lot of black people choose to be colorist and choose to not break the slave mentality, the mental slave, spiritual slave mentality, emotional slave mentality that they have. Black folks are choosing not to decolonize their mind. You have all this information, all these books that they say, well, we don't have no language and culture, but why are there culture vultures? We understand that Western black culture, black American culture, black UK culture, and in Western society of America and the UKKK, United Kingdom, of England and other Western nations, European Western nations, through Western Europe, mainly through Western Europe and Australia, you have a lot of these melanated females, and a lot of the, and to me, you're the first teachers of the child, women. Whether you like it or not, y'all refuse to support pro-blackness. You have a lot of brothers who shoot their shot at these dark-skinned women, try to hook them up, but they don't respect him, especially if he's the same color or darker. I have had stupid ass melanated women saying, I can't be with somebody like you, Calvin, because of your features, because you look a little too ethnic for me. Oh, I don't want to have, or I have mostly overheard conversations of melanated women, especially brown skin, but darker skin, talking about how they don't want to date no man the same color as them. They rather deal with a light-skinned pretty boy who they would call feminine stupidly. Oh, but he's good to have children by. But the dark-skinned brother, oh, he's good for sex. We want that Mingdango fantasy. But see, y'all don't want to talk about that. And then when you as a man says something about that, a pro-black, a true B1, 2, 3, pro-black first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, all the way to the goddamn end. When you start speaking on this and having these conversations across the board in the black sector, especially towards women, and start call them out on their bullshit, or try to let dark-skinned women know specifically, or brown-skinned women know about the truth, and call them out on their hypocrisy, they want to cancel you. So, the truth of the matter is, it's like these women have opportunities. You get more positions. Dark-skinned black women get more opportunities than dark-skinned black men, especially in corporate America, schools, government assistance, government support, social programs. Black women get more. But why are they still poor and broke and dusty, Calvin? Because they're financially stupid. Because you can't tell these hoes nothing. You can't tell these females nothing. You try to lead and protect and guide them like they say you should, and try to start shit they don't want to support you. Oh, you're too serious. You're too militant. You don't tell me what to do. Oh, I can choose whoever I want. It's my pussy. I make the rules. Some stupid shit like that. And then, but I gotta pay child support, and I gotta be a victim of paternity fraud. Or you want to call me, cry me too, and make a false rape accusation against me. Or say I'm the father when I'm not. You don't even get no DNA test should be mandatory, people. This is why when women are pregnant and give birth, she needs to have you as a man say we're taking a DNA test. Now, if a woman rejects the fact that you need let me say this: when a woman says I'm not taking no DNA test, you should just love me for who I am. You should just trust me on my word. Guys, do not do that. And if you do that, you're a simp. Let me say this. If I find a woman and I have children by her, I'm taking a DNA test regardless. And she got a problem with that, then you know what? Then she probably lying. She probably did something. She probably been hoeing behind my fucking back. Because most women, if they generally love a man, they're gonna listen to the man. They're gonna listen to the man. Now, there's sometimes he might not know certain things or may not understand certain things. I can fall back and follow her. That's not being a simp. If we're doing teamwork, there's no such thing you're going to be leading in this all the time. There's no such thing she's going to be submitting all the goddamn time. I know that's going to sound controversial, but there's no such thing as somebody going to just blindly follow orders and stuff like that. You know, we got a bunch of fucking sheep out here, especially women who are sheep, the biggest sheep. The biggest consumer slave. Just like it's like you need cooperation. You're not going to be cooperating, especially if you know more about this subject than them, or you've sent something that's up. Then you bring it to my attention in a respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? But I get sick and tired of these women crying wolf. It's just when now you want to call out racism or call out colorism when you don't get your fucking way. That's making it hard for people who are real victims of this shit. When y'all do coon-ass, bitch-ass shit like that, you're making it hard. Yes, it's institutionally racist, but you black people, y'all maintain the system. Y'all defend the plantation. Y'all defend white supremacy. Y'all be in bed with white supremacy. Look at all this pro-swirling divestment videos that I see in black YouTube with these black bitches. These Bedwenches. Let's just call for what the fuck they are. Look at all these divestment channels talking about swearing, but they're so pro-black. But they want to lay with white men, talk about getting a white man and getting an Asian man when nobody's checking for y'all like that. They'll sleep with you, but they ain't going to put a ring on it. Because I had some dumbass bitch, some old-ass bitch who's about to be 50, hit me up. And she talked about, black men need to do this. I said, what does black women need to do? And when I showed her what black men are doing, she couldn't say nothing. When I say, what do black women do? Why are you single? What do you need to do? You keep saying it's the men. No, it's you. You're the one who screwed your life up because you thought you knew it all. Nobody can tell you nothing. And I said, how many white men, because they always go for white. Black men will go for different races of women. We don't just stick on Becky. You know what I'm saying? We have a good eclectic taste. We don't just stick with white chicks. Or if we're going to go outside of our race, even when it comes to dating black women within the community, we deal with many different shades of women. We deal with different shapes and sizes. And a lot of y'all weigh more than us. I could be 6 feet. I could meet a 500-pound woman. But she'll call me fat. I haven't seen women who weigh more than me. I'm trying to lose the weight, people. I'm 400 plus pounds, and she's like 450, 460. But she said I'm fat. But I'm working out though. Oh my, you can't make this stuff up. France and PSG women star is arrested after she paid 2 simp males to attack her teammate with an iron bar after she leaving her needing stitches so she could take her place in the team. A Paris Saint-Germain women's player has been arrested on suspicion of hiring 2 goons to attack her own teammate in a bid to steal her place on the squad. What? And Anita Dello, or whatever the hell you pronounce her name, was arrested early Wednesday at her home in Marly-le-Roi near Versailles by officers probing November 4th on an attack of 31-year-old Kira Homori. I'm doing a lot of times these names, people. A midfielder for PSG, a French international, and Delos Direct Reveal was being driven home by a younger player when 2 masked men stopped the car and beat her. Let me read that. Was being driven home by a younger player when 2 masked men stopped the car and beat her so badly with iron bar she required stitches. Now, let me say this. Where's the Me Too movement? Where's Me Too on this? I mean, you have women who set up other women to get assaulted by beta males because they probably need a place to stay. And these females raise these punk-ass dudes. I would never let a female order me, and I've been in a situation where you don't talk to her, and you better not talk to her, you better say something. I'm like, and I remember I was a kid. And how I was being bullied by this female she was a blonde, she was my neighbor, but we hung out, and she didn't like this chick, but I was cool with her though. And I'm like, well, she's this, and you need to say this, and I'm really like, I don't even know what to do. My mom pulls me to the side and said, hey, what's she doing? I said, she's saying, oh, she called her crazy and stuff. I said, well, I don't know. I said something like she on the lines of she crazy. Well, yeah. Is she nuts, Calvin? Is she nuts, CJ? I said, yeah, she's nuts. Because I've seen the scuffle, but I didn't know what was going on. My mom knew more than me, so she said, no. She's your friend. If you want to be cool with her. And my thing is, she shouldn't tell you. You should never let no girl, never let no woman, never let no girl bully you. You don't let her tell you how you should be or who to hang with. I mean, now if she's doing something foul, I can understand why you would take her side. If she was victim of foul play or something and you knew all about it. But don't let her know. Whatever problem she got with her, that's on her. And leave it be. You stay out of it. Yeah. But see, these are what females will do. They will pressure men to side with them and agree with them on everything. This starts early, people. Women are taught how to manipulate by shitty-ass mothers. Women are taught how to get over on a man. These young girls are taught how to manipulate a man, get over on a man, how to seduce a man. These females, and they want to call themselves, they're more mature when it comes to sex and stuff. No, you're not. No, you're not, because y'all don't know how to pick. Y'all don't know how to conduct yourself and keep a man. If that's the case, the first man you slept with would be your husband. Woo! Don't say that. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. The first man you had sex with, you be his wife. You be his husband. Or, I mean, at least striving to be, if your pussy was that good, and if you had all this maturity, all this wisdom about sex and relationships, ladies, the first man you slept with would be your husband, and you would be his wife. Woo! I hope. Let me get. So Hamari, a mid-fighter French international, was. No, I read that already. So basically, she subsequently missed Tuesday night game due to her being beaten badly by a bunch of punks. Son of a bitches. This is the woman right here. And they are saying basically they have yet to, at the time, yet to charge the dark-skinned black heifer of the crime that she hired two thugs to attack this woman out of jealousy. And they're not. And the thing about this, I don't know if they're still charging her. See, I can't tell if she really Caucasian or she's racial. I mean, because she does look more Caucasian, but she got a little, something else in her, if you know what I mean. But see, this is the stuff that these heifers do. When they don't get their way, they want to cry, colorism, and all that stuff. These women are lazy daters. Look. If you want to take her spot, then my thing, be a better team player, bitch. If you want to be a starter, earn that position. Why don't you play harder? Play smarter. Be a team leader. But see, women don't know how to do that. Women refuse to do that. Women don't want to put in the work. They want it all for nothing. I want to know what will you pro-black males? I don't know that you want to call her a queen? Missing runaway New Jersey teen told cops mom stabbed her and threw bleach in her eyes. Criminal complaint filed by Essex County Prosecutor's Office against Jamie Moore, the mother of a 14-year-old runaway who was missing nearly a month, detailed her horrific allegations of abuse in East Orange household, according to law enforcement officials familiar with the case, referring to the girl by her initials, that the complaint by Jamie Moore endangered teens' welfare, specifically by stabbing the victim in the shoulder and causing laceration still visible. The complaint continued, not noting Jamie Moore also allegedly abused by the teen, spraying bleach in her eyes and pulling her braids out and striking her head with a frying pan, striking her with blue hangers, striking with a blue handle. Child abuse. But see, we don't get to see. You can't speak on these issues. You can't call out black women who do dirt. You don't. It's like, and it's the mature. And let me say this: the ones who ain't like that, y'all know these bitches do shit because y'all in the locker room with them. Y'all hang with them. Y'all went to school with them. Y'all work with them. Y'all be cordial with them. But how come you ain't holding them accountable? How come you ain't holding this bitch accountable? How come you don't hold women like this accountable? But when men try to hold them accountable, you pro-black simp bitch-ass males. How come you silent on this? But you call all black women queens. But see, you have these same females who will pimp out their daughter. The reason why that young girl is doing prison because her mom sold her for sex to grown-ass white men. You have mothers exploiting their daughters and pimping out their daughters. It don't even have to be in the hood. It can be in an affluent or letting their child get raped by her living boyfriend, husband. But you can't speak on this. You just gotta blame the man. Like when it came to Polite, that bitch ass nigga Polite, that y'all women support, y'all still fans of. Same with R. Kelly. But polite. Why would you date somebody who's known to be inappropriate with young girls, have these child molesting tendencies, be a pedophile, be perverted towards younger girls who are minors? Why would you date a dude knowing his history that he's been accused of rape and been charged multiple times, probably registered as a sex offender, been caught up in multiple scandals, but you still fuck with this dude and bring around your children? When people are trying to talk to this fat bitch, Michi X, now I do like Michi X, but I have to call out her bullshit. You're cursing out men when men try to tell you that women need to be held accountable until you get emotional and calling names. But you want to call yourself a pro-black activist, but you're tearing down black men? But I forgot. Because of what trauma you had as a child, but you want to project it on everybody else. Women, let me say this. You don't get to do that. I don't give a shit if she was assaulted at 12 years old. Michi X was raped at 12 years old and she was raped. I don't give a shit. Okay? My thing is, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Your mom was irresponsible. I know she's going to be mad, but that's tough shit. Now, here's the thing. She should have got therapy. You messed with the wrong men. Even when she was married to the dude for 15 years, talk about he was cheating and stuff, which I think is bullshit because I'm pretty sure she was doing dirt too. But see, women don't want to take no accountability for nothing, even her. But see, now this is what I notice about women who actually do their best to hold women accountable. They have no problem. See, if they like a guy, they will actually be agreeable to a certain extent. And they said, yeah, these women need to be held accountable. I hate feminism. I'm against feminism and all this other shit, unchecked female privilege. But the minute you start holding her accountable, now she loses her shit. But meanwhile, if you make a mistake or something like that, she'll hold you accountable, right? Or hold other men accountable with no problem. Watch out for women like this. But see, all black women are queens to these bitch-ass niggas. You will cape for these hoes who don't want protection, don't want to cooperate with you, don't want to follow your lead, and you know what the fuck you're doing. They'll undermine your authority. Spraying bleach in her eyes and pulling her braids out, striking her head with a frying pan, striking her with blue hangers. Oh, but black women black mothers are doing a good job raising their children. As also made references to the girl being hit with a freezer can and lately alleged abuse, included a charge that the mother blocked the child's air passages in one point, placing her knees on her neck, causing her to struggle, striking and repeating on her knees. When the first interviewed on October, her daughter had been missing 2 weeks, stabbed. That girl was a happy child who wouldn't want me to worry. The news reported on the teen series missing looks cases. This is and let me say this: a lot of black girls go missing because of mothers like this, because they're runaways for a reason, because these toxic bitches. But the pro-blacks don't want to talk about that, who are pro-wax. But if you're truly for the community, you will call all the bullshit, but y'all don't want to do that. Y'all just want to call it white supremacy and just blame, and then you want to blame black men for all the shit, for what black men did and didn't do. But there are black men doing shit, but y'all pro-monkey wrench and fuck up and sabotage just like y'all did, like y'all Bedwenches did. These black women did was sleep with the master and the black man who was trying to free his people on the plantation gets lynched, gets tortured, gets castrated, burnt alive, be a victim of butt breaking, because a lot of black women set up black men to fail the community. But nobody wants to talk about that. Almost immediately, the FBI and New Jersey State Police got involved in the efforts to trace the teen's whereabouts. In the last week, the Essex County Prosecutor's Office thereby led by Theodore Stevens, took over the case of law enforcement on the night a Good Samaritan, New York City, noticed the teen near 111th Street. The teen who cut off all her braids initially denied who she was, But after questioning by the NYPD officers, the girl opened up about her unhappy home and unhappy home life. This is why a lot of black girls go missing too, because of these abusive ass mothers, these shitty ass mothers. You got men who get kicked out, be dropped off somewhere, especially when the child becomes an adult. Oh, she can't get no child support. She kicks her to the curb. She don't. But meanwhile, when she was under the press, she didn't teach her children. She kept the father away from the children. But you can't talk about black women like this, who are actually the majority, 80% of the time, doing shitty shit, who are shitty mothers. But see, y'all can't use that white women do it too, because white females ain't doing that shit. Even in the trailer park, they don't do their kids like that. They're treacherous when it comes to mistreating their children. I know that, but the thing is, they're in a better living environment. A lot of times, the kids are they're in a better environment, in a better in a better situation, even if it's a poor ghetto ass trailer park. A lot of times they actually cooperate with the man reluctantly and do what's in the best interest of the children. Black mothers don't do that. The majority. And even if they're in a nice neighborhood and stuff, what are the kids getting? Is she going to buy them? She ain't going to buy her son nothing. But you got to buy her a car. Buy her a house, but she never bought you no house, no cosign for you, no car, no house. Didn't teach you nothing. You got to fend for yourself. But she'll probably buy the girl. She wants, especially if she never had a daughter. She'll do something for a girl and treat her like her own child and do everything for her and give her a car, get a co-sign for her house, and help her get ahead in life. But when you as a son, you don't get to do that. She'll have every excuse why she won't do it, because she has the hatred for black men, and put your son in danger, get abused by her boyfriend, the stepfather, get molested, get arrested, get assaulted, beat up, or and then when the son tries to defend himself, he gets arrested and she don't defend him. She throws him under the bus and blames the father. You got these women who are this damn treacherous, but you're supposed to love them unconditionally. Fuck that. But let me continue. Her mother was taking part in the search of the East Orange, and she fell on her knees when she learned her daughter was found unharmed. Jamie Moore will turn 40 years old Monday, and she remains in the Essex County Correctional Facility on 2 counts of child endangerment. See, she got a lighter sentence because again, unchecked female privilege, no accountability. She should lose everything, which included charges of physical abuse and neglect. She's expected to face a judge soon. The 14-year-old girl and her 3-year-old brother were removed from Moore's custody and placed in New Jersey's Division of Child Protection Permanency. Okay, but my thing is, why don't the father have access to the children? Why is she getting a slap on the wrist?
If you are a woman, and that's why I can say this to her, because I know she doesn't get bothered by it. If you're a woman and you have 2 kids by 2 different men, and you now know how difficult it is to date, and you know if you have one that's autistic, and you know that becomes a problem. Mm-hmm. The thing that you can do is tell girls who don't have children.
Don't have them.
Thank you. You would tell them. You wouldn't try to sit up there, I'm a queen because I took care of these babies. Like I always tell people about when they say, well, women are better parents because we held them. Y'all kill millions of babies a year.
Millions.
Y'all give them away. Thank you. They don't talk about that. They give them away very easily. Do you know the #1 abuser of children in the United States?
Not to mention, in the radio station, I actually heard that they were selling kids in parking lots.
Thank you. Women are the #1 abusers of children.
Sadly.
So when you listen to it, she told a story that a lot of us won't tell, and in the black community, we'll still protect a black woman who does exactly what she said her mother did. Mm-hmm. When your mother does that, your mother's a bad guy. Yes. You know how many black girls 100%. Right now who are stripping, who are helping their mothers pay bills. They stripping and hoeing and helping their mothers, and they will tell you in an honest moment, my mama let her boyfriend molest me when I was little and stuff like this, but we can't talk about it because black mama is angel. And that's why we keep suffering from the same problem. I don't mean to offend any woman, but it's very difficult for me to listen to a woman because she argues from the place she's at, not the place she either should be going or the place she should have been. Because the only way you're going to help the people coming up behind you is to acknowledge what you've done wrong, the mistakes you've made, the places you wish you'd have went left, but you went right. But when you talk to women, they want to dress everything up. That's what, because of men, y'all the same people who put makeup on shit that is ugly. Y'all the same people who try to... I just said I don't like women with stretch marks. Do you know the only people who got mad at me was black women?
Wait, so you don't like women with stretch
No,
marks?
I said... Listen to what I'm saying. I should have... If a woman says, I don't like men with little dicks, you know what you'll never have? A dude on the panel saying, so wait. So where? You got a problem with a nigga with a 2-inch dick? If you say, I don't like niggas who broke or live in a house with their mama, do you know what you will never have on the panel? A black man who say, I mean, what's wrong with niggas who live on their mama's couch? That's what I'm saying. We understand that our position may not be ideal for everyone, and we don't get mad at them for not wanting what we offer.
Well, you don't get discredit for it.
What?
You don't get discredit
Yes,
for
well,
it.
we get discredited for being too short, for being too ugly, for being too black, for being too broke, for being too... We get discredited for things all the time. Women literally...
Facts. I mean, as much as do I think he's a minstrel sometime? I mean, he is a coon, but many times he does have valid points, and addressing the specifics, and even in his personal issues. Now, let me continue.
Say, I want a man who makes 6 figures and stand over 6 feet and blah, blah, blah. Y'all do it all the time. We get, as a matter of fact, here's the difference between women and men. When we grew up, we got used to being told no real quick. Yep.
Facts.
Try to play me on who's playing you, stupid bitch.
No, bitch, you fucking stupid.
Nobody's playing you.
Now, Tom, and I probably should do this in a different video, but I'm going to be vague, try to just be brief. Why would you fly her out and to have sex with her and bring her to your place or go to a hotel? Why would you even put yourself in that position? And the thing is, chick, you knew who the fuck he was. Don't act like you don't. See, this is the problem. And then many of these pro-blacks, these fake-ass pro-blacks, don't call out the bad female behavior. Do you know these the woman is the first teacher of the child, not the man? So it doesn't matter if the father is there or not. A lot of y'all don't want the father there. You just want his money. Y'all just want luxury without doing no damn work. You want to do it, but it's so funny. I have issues with Kevin Samuels, but and it's issues with the manosphere overall in general. These fake red pill content creators, but it's funny how these women want all the successes, all the fruits, want all the benefits, but don't want to do no damn work. They would rather work and study. Maybe, a lot of times these females will sleep with their college professor or fuck some nerd, give the nerd head or something like that, or have some smart man do hard homework or hard projects so she can maintain a 3.0, 4.0 GPA. Find a way to, cheat the system, because that's cheating. If you got somebody to do your own work and do your own paper, you're still cheating. You might not steal answers from the test or something like that, but those are other forms of cheating that doesn't get discussed in college and in school in general. And the thing is you will put yourself in debt, you will work your ass off to get a meaningless degree in communications. But when it comes to finding a husband and working with him and being somebody who's compatible, and you respect each other to work as a team, you don't want to do that. You just want something. You want to be with somebody that you don't connect, that you don't vibe with, that you don't respect. You just want them for what the fuck they have, and then you want to take them for what they have, but you get tired of them. Then you want to talk about how much he was a cheater he was, but you withheld sex. You didn't keep yourself in shape. You was a nag. You didn't know when to shut the fuck up. You was uncorrupted, and he stayed out because you was a headache. You gave him a headache instead of being being a nurturer for him, being a supporter for him. I see it enough. But y'all saying a man shouldn't hit a woman. No, she needs to be decked. I'm sorry. And then you got stupid ass women talking about, and I got a reaction for some of the women who spoke on it. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to even look at Tasha K because she's ridiculous. But some women that, who gave the reaction, you don't get to hit a man, disrespect a man, spit at a man, or throw objects or stab a man, then tell him he shouldn't beat your ass, or he shouldn't beat you to death, or kill you on the spot, or shoot you. You don't get to cross the line with people with violence. Didn't tell somebody they should restrain themselves when they retaliate. Get the fuck out of here. I dare this bitch to do that to a white man. Go. She would not. I bet you if that was a white man calling her a nigger, would she have that same aggression? No, she would not. A lot of you black folks talk a good game, but when you hear the word nigger, y'all don't do nothing. Even if you overheard the word nigger, you ain't gonna go charged. And you know why I can say that? Because before I became woke and conscious and red pill and was embraced the pro-blackness, I would hear a slur, and I probably was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna go to jail or nothing like that. But then I started thinking about, because he didn't say it to my face, so we give each other all these excuses to come. And I've been called the N-word, and I should have did something, but my parents said, "Oh, don't do nothing." I regret that I should have did something. Well, you be in jail, so fucking what? Just post bail, bond out, and get the fucking lawyer like white folks do, like Asians do, like Jews do. Lawyer the fuck up and this is why we need lawyers, but y'all gotta stop quoting. This is why we need black lawyers to actually look out for the people, not them damn selves. Not be opportunists and sell out. This is why y'all gotta stop telling your kids to play sports, dance, be a strip, or be a thought, public thought, be a porn star. Stop telling your children and your sons and daughters to sing and dance, shoot a jump shot, dunk a basketball, play football, rap, and tell jokes and look good and be an entertainer. No, we need to be in industries, own and control, or we need to own have some ownership of being a lawyer, having our own hospital, do something that we can own something in healthcare in. We need to have more doctors, and you women need to start checking for doctors while they're on their grind. Okay? We need more tangible stuff. Stop trying to sing and dance in addition for American Idol, or try to play basketball, try to play football. You women try to shake your ass and try to be the next video vixen. Try to rap and try to sing and dance and tell jokes. This is why we're in the situation we're in. And stop, I don't even know what to say anymore. Ladies, keep your hands to yourself. Don't verbally abuse a man. If you know a man's bigger and stronger than you, and let me tell you that, fellas, that don't mean something. She can have a gun or a knife and stab you in a certain spot and you're dead. So you being bigger and stronger than somebody don't mean shit. Because there's people that are smaller than me, and you can be taken down. I remember when I was just playing with wrestling. I think it was when I was a kid, and I was wrestling with this girl. Now I was 3 times her size. Guess what? She took me down in a playful way. But that don't mean you bigger and strong. Don't mean you invincible. That you could just steamroll to whooping somebody's ass. Okay, I'm tired of this shit. Women need to be held accountable, but we as men, we can't hold women accountable if we don't have no damn power. We as men need to be in a position of power, and I'm speaking in the black community. We need to, but see, a lot of our women don't want us in power. Because every time we get in power, they'll call her white zaddy and be a fucking black Karen and cry victim. This bitch needs to be in prison. She needs to be in jail. She needs to be in jail. She needs to get the same punishment or same punishment as a man. I'm sorry, Tommy, you shouldn't put yourself in that situation. Why would you fly her out and fuck her? You talk about black women, this and that, but you want to talk like them white boys, but you want to have sex with black women, the hood chick, and get your nut off, and then you want to hang and talk. And lady, and no, bitch, no heifer, no. you don't get to get offended. You knew who Thomas Sotomayor was. Even if he was a young girl, you knew who the fuck he was. And you fucked him anyway. And you want to sit and talk, and now you want to get a surprise when he says something? Sit your ass down. And you need to be charged. But this is what happens, guys. This is why we need our own shit. This is why we need to stay together as men. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. And since I'm not going to get monetized, please support your man through Cash App. Got my Cash App in the description and pinned comment, and PayPal. So I can continue to fight the great fight and help y'all out and help the people out. And those who cannot speak or who are afraid to speak. Let's change. Revolution.